I'm gonna get like right up in there. And then, yeah, perfect.
So for this season, what's in store for you?
Well, it's funny because this season we start from a place of safety or seeming safety. So we kind of think that everything's in the clear. We know there's some stuff that still needs to be discovered and taken care of, and of course Casima's health. But the Hendrixes are just kind of getting back to being a family unit, back on track. The drug lifestyle, I think, is kind of away now. We've got the soap store, and that's kind of what we're rolling with. So we're just trying to get back to being a family and being safe. If anything, just to be safe and out of danger, because it's been a dangerous couple seasons.
I'll say, especially when you were tied up.
Yep, and that was with my own wife. So we went through a rough patch, Allison and Donnie, but then we came back together, and you know, the couple that slays together stays together, as we say on set. So we'll see what is going down the pipeline for us, but as always, hijinks ensues in the suburbs, so that will end up happening for sure.
And you know, playing that scene, what's it like to play a scene like that?
So much fun. You're talking about the torture scene, or
yes.
Yeah, so much fun. At the first time they tied me up and blindfolded me and put the earmuffs on and then put a gag in my mouth, when I was completely deprived of all senses, it was extremely scary. For that one moment, I had like the briefest of panic attacks of like, I had no way of communicating. I was tied up, and then I just kind of got used to it and relaxed. But other than that, it was so much fun. I spent 2 days tied to that chair while we went through all that stuff. It was a fun acting moment for sure. Yeah.
And what would you say is like the theme for season 4? Is the calm before the storm? Is that accurate?
That's where we're starting. I think we're starting in the calm before the storm, and of course things quickly go off the rails. So I always look back at the season, and then I can sort of see what the theme was. Family is a big theme overall for the whole season, for the whole series, but certainly this season, we're going into this season, everybody's together, families are, finding cohesion and being together and being supportive. And of course, things will always pull them apart in a series like this. But we're starting from a place of safety, and I think that's gonna change pretty quickly.
And lastly, what about the show's gotten a lot of acclaim, and rightly so. It's one of the best, and obviously Tatiana is a centerpiece. But how does that all feel?
It's so thrilling because I've never been a part of a show that has taken off like this, and especially people in the industry in a place like the Paley Center recognizing us is so amazing, because it is an industry festival and an industry center, and it's just thrilling to be a part of a show that people in the industry watch and they love to see how it's made, and they really get into it, and it's the word of mouth of the fans. It's one of those shows, it's a weird little show. We call it our weird little show, and it just keeps growing and snowballing and getting bigger and bigger, and it's just so fun to be a part of that and to watch that happen.
Hey, congratulations being here, and just really all the acclaim the show's got.
Thanks.
It's so. What can you tell us about season 4? And is family a central theme as it is throughout the series?
Yeah, family is always it's always a central theme. And we, last year we met the original, which was a great big twist on us. So, Kendall Malone, Mrs. S's biological mother, Sarah's clone original, is. We've added another generation to the family, which is pretty sweet, pretty interesting there, and plays through a little bit this season. Aside from that, we also introduced these new big bads who are actually sort of old big bads who've been hiding in the shadows. That's our Neolution people. Thinking back to Neolution, we saw Tails, and now Rachel has a cybernetic eye. So I think some of those sci-fi elements are pretty. I think it's pretty some pretty juicy territory for season 4. Yeah.
And just lastly, real quick about Tatiana's Emmy nomination. I think she should have won, but that's me.
We all got to go to the Emmys you know, we had a great time, and you know, Viola's a marvelous actor, made the speech of the night. We were really honestly happy to be there, and we were so not jaded.
So I think the relationship between Felix and Sarah, I think, is actually one of the keys to the show. But this season, it's going to suffer a little bit. So kind of talk about that.
Yeah. Well, I was just saying to a couple of other people in the lineup that it's going to be strange exploring this new dynamic whereby Sarah has a biological blood tie to S and to Kendall, and Felix really is the orphan. He's really the foster child, and he's not really he's not in the fold. You can, of course he's still their family. They're not going to disown him, but from a biological, technical standpoint, he's not really a part of the fold anymore. And I don't know what that means for Sarah. I don't know what that means for S, and I don't know that Felix really knows what that means for him right now. We've shot a couple of things. I think a really great word to describe some of the stuff between Sarah and Felix thus far is uncomfortable.
Good. I'm so glad to talk to you. This year, what's the challenge for you this year, besides all the personalities and everything you've got to do?
I think we're really returning to like the kind of conspiratorial, fast-paced, like the plot moving faster than we're able to kind of conceive of it sort of thing that Orphan Black had season 1. So it's definitely moving at a clip, and for me that is a challenge, plot-wise, just to keep things together, and also just emotionally as the characters, they're all sort of, their lives are sort of falling apart, and that is always, a challenge and very fun.
Well, congratulations on the Emmy nomination. You should have won, in my opinion.
Oh God, no. I don't agree. Thanks so much.
They need her upstairs. Thank you.
Okay.